Hello, my name is Bradley.
I'm Stephen.
My name's Kieran.
And today we shall be talking to you about PCgamer.
So we feel, after reading the magazine, that they are trying to audience 16 to 25 year olds. This is because the wording in the reviews are informal and the younger generation kind of understand that language.
Along with the younger generation, their economic status is between working class and middle class people, so young adults and teens in college and university.
The main geographical location of PCgamer would be within big towns and cities. This is because it's a fairly mainstream magazine, and those with a lot of disposable income would buy this magazine, which are usually the people who are working class, middle class, that live within these towns.
So the interests and lifestyles of the readers practically being PC gamers, people who study like game design at college as a further career. So the attitudes towards gaming itself mainly be based on PC. So it's kind of good to have a magazine that specialises in PC gaming and has like job adverts for students to go into like a game design career.
And to elaborate on that, so it'd be like the hardware and like the new games and the different genres of gaming in general.
The selection of content within the magazine is aimed at specific audiences. The words that are used are informal, the images that are used are very bright and eye-catching. The colours that are used are also usually like the fluorescent colours that also bring in the audiences. And the fonts are usually very big and hard-hitting, and that all the same font throughout the entire magazine to keep up with the consistency of what it's trying to get at. Usually, if there's going to be interviews with the developers, they'll have a picture of what the developer looks like, so that you can sort of imagine them having the proper interview in person. And with all the font being the same size as well, it makes it easy to read, and all of the paragraphs and all the articles are all arranged in columns that make it look as though there's less writing, thus keeping the reader more interested throughout the magazine.
Along with the codes and conventions, like the style of language, it's going to be, oh, this game's going to be good, this game's going to be bad because of this. Like the specific game in general, it'd be like, oh, this new game's coming out, it might be good. It's going to have different ratings on console because of like the handheld controller and everything compared to PC gaming, and just elaborate on all the different things that how PC is different to console gaming while presenting and talking about a game.
So to link in with Bradley's point, the construction of content, meaning that the text anchorage, how the story is told within the magazine. So basically you'd have like an image with captions and then side text from the developers. So basically you're trying to draw the reader's eye onto the picture, and then kind of they use the text anchorage to get the reader to read the text next to it, making them want to buy the game. So it's kind of like advertising, but not.
Developing on how the magazine is set out, you could also say the modes of address, which is the way the text would speak to you. It would be more that of a commentator, or that of an IT technician, or somebody which is tech savvy within the industry. That's sort of the language that you get in if it was to be read out aloud.
More like a presenter than anything else, just to say, this game's going to be amazing, you should read now and find out more.
Yeah.
So the next point is, how is the audience addressed by the product? So the readers are getting sucked in by the editors, agreeing with what they're saying, and when they buy PC Gamer, they're obviously going to buy it because they've got a PC game, and the readers are going to be gamers or people who are interested in gadgets and hardware which are involved in PC gaming.
Along with that is the market as well. As Steve said, like, you need the market and the special segment of the market, with a certain niche of the audience, like what's going to be popular, what is the major majority of PC gamer, and how is it going to sell.
And that is our report on PCgamer. Thank you for listening.